Hi everyone! Thank you so much for 50 subscribers on my YouTube channel. As promised in my YouTube bio, I would do a read aloud of my debut novel, The Adventures of Caleb and Pinky, Book 1, The Enchanted Journey, when I hit 50 subscribers. I'm going to read out loud from chapter 6 because that's where all the action starts. Okay? Please like this video and subscribe to my channel. And put in the comments whether you want to get this book. And without further ado, let's get right to it. Chapter 6, A Day at the Beach. Time flew as everyone hung out in their campsite in Hawaii. One day, Casey had an idea. Guys, we should go check out the beach. Everyone liked that idea. Just a second, let me get ready, Gabby said. Okay, Casey replied. A few minutes later, Gabby came out, wearing a white sundress and a flower crown. That looks cute. Let's go, Casey said cheerfully. As they walked, Matt noticed something off. The people were frozen in place and metal objects were flying everywhere. Guys, look at that. Do you think Becky's on the loose again? He whispered. Maybe not, but keep an eye out and never let your guard down, Gabby responded. They ignored it and began to have a grand old time when suddenly their beach umbrella flew away. Oh my gosh, get it! Casey hollered. This is cray-cray, Caleb yelled. Pinky barked in agreement. They all ran after it, but it only went faster. And then the umbrella got stuck to a huge magnet. But it wasn't just any magnet. It was a JNC magnet. Well, look who showed up, Becky bellowed. Fancy seeing you here, Matt joked. Come on, seriously? Can you quit stalking us, please? Caleb asked in disbelief. Not until you get her a pizza, a JNC member yelled. They won't leave us alone, Gabby whispered in Caleb's ear. I know that, Caleb replied. Just then, Pinky bared her teeth and started to growl. Casey looked up at the magnet in shock. There was a lot of stuff on the magnet, including a tin lunchbox and someone's laptop. Look at all that stuff! What have you done? She asked. Why can't you just get yourself a pizza? Matt asked. Caleb threw the pizza at me. He has to be the one to buy me another one, Becky hollered. Just because he threw a pizza at you doesn't mean you should lash out like this, Casey chimed in. Becky didn't care though, as she just turned to Caleb and said, Pizza, now! She was serious about getting a pizza. Gabby tried to jump up and get the umbrella, but she couldn't get it because it was too high up. See, it's hopeless, Becky taunted. She dangerously swung the magnet back and forth. If it fell, it would cause a tiny tremor. And sure enough, it fell. It shook the ground a little bit. Then the magnet broke into pieces. Look what you made me do, Becky hollered. Tragic, Gabby muttered. You know what? Forget it, Becky snapped. Then she did the unthinkable. She grabbed Pinky and ran off with her. No, not Pinky, Caleb and Matt yelled. So long, suckers! Becky cackled over her shoulder as she ran and disappeared behind some shrubbery. What now? Casey asked grudgingly. Now we go back to the beginning, Caleb hissed. And how are we going to do that? Matt asked. Pillow fight, obviously, Caleb exclaimed. Here's the plan. We go to her fort and raid it. We each get one person to fight. Gabby fights Becky, Caleb gets Pinky, Matt fights the JNC members, and I'll fight the robot, Casey ordered. So at 11 p.m., they snuck out of their tent and tiptoed across the beach into the tropical forest. Pillows in hand, they crept into the JNC fort. They hid behind a sofa and listened to Becky talk. All right, listen up. I have Pinky. Now you guys have to do your part and guard the door, she said. That was when Caleb and the others crept out. Looking for someone? Gabby asked. She whacked Becky with the pillow and then ran to the other side of the room. Matt and Casey ran straight to the J&C members and the robot. Caleb snuck behind Becky and the others to grab Pinky. All right, guys, I got Pinky. Run! Hold on, not so fast, Becky yelled. Suddenly, the door slammed shut. They were trapped. You thought you could leave, huh? No way, she said. Well, guess what? You didn't lock the door, Casey hollered, and they opened the door and left. Caleb was so happy to have his dog back, but just then, Pinky started growling. What's happening? Gabby asked. Suddenly, Casey fainted. Before they knew it, everyone else had fainted. They had been hit in the head by bandits. Looks like we got him, Landria, a bandit with black hair and green eyes, muttered. Now, what are we going to do with them? Adriana, another bandit, asked. She had brown hair with hazel eyes. Put them inside the rubber room with rats. The rats will make them crazy, Arlie, the third bandit with blonde hair and brown eyes, suggested. Good idea. Let's go, Landria said. About 2 hours later, Gabby was the first person to wake up. Guys, where are we? She asked. I have no clue. Nothing, nada, zilch, Caleb responded. Why is the entire room made of rubber? Casey asked. Is that a rat? Matt asked. Why can't we have a normal vacation like everyone else in the world? Gabby groaned. Just then, they heard a squeak, followed by more squeaks. Oh no, Caleb whispered. See, I told you. Rats! Matt yelled. That's when everyone started panicking. Well, don't just stand there. Kill those rats, Casey barked. Don't worry, guys. I have a Swiss Army knife, Gabby bellowed. As Gabby proceeded to exterminate the rats, Casey pulled Caleb aside and asked, Why are we being followed? This is crazy. Just then, they heard the door open. Enjoying the company? Arlie asked sarcastically. Ha ha, very funny. Gabby clapped back. Look, why are we here? Arlie looked at her and laughed. Because we know you have the paper messages, she said. What paper messages? Casey asked. The paper messages that the memory portal has given you? Landria explained. You mean these? Gabby said, holding up 2 pieces of paper. Yes, Adriana said. How do you know about the memory portal? Caleb asked suspiciously. Well, she used to be on our team. Her name was Aileen, and our team was called the Fatal Four. As long as you are some kind of mythical being, you could be on the team. You see, all of us have powers. I'm a cyborg, Landria is an enchantress, and Adriana is a water nymph, Arlie said. And Aileen is a pixie, Landria added. So we're all half human, half super, Adriana explained. That's honestly kind of cool, Matt remarked. Thank you. I'll tell the story of how Aileen became who she is now, Arlie said. Back in 1991, 2 days before the solar eclipse, we went hunting. Landria hid in the forest, Adriana hid in the pond, Aileen hid behind a cloud, and I hid in a cave. Then when we were done hunting, we couldn't find Aileen. Finding her was like trying to find a needle in a haystack. On the day of the solar eclipse, we saw something fall from the sky at the exact moment the eclipse happened. It was Aileen. She was dead. So Landria, Adriana, and I combined our powers, magic, technology, and water, to ensure that she didn't stay dead. We turned her into a powerful portal and divided her into 4 pieces. One piece is in Nathan Hale High School, another is in England during the year of 1894, yet another is in Chandler, Arizona, and the final piece is in Columbus, Ohio. Oh, wow. What did the pieces look like? Gabby asked, though she knew very well what they looked like. They all look very galaxy-esque because Aileen died during a solar event. Now, we'll guide you back to your tent. Cute dog, by the way, Adriana said. Thanks, Caleb said happily as he pet Pinky. Once the girls guided them back, Gabby said, Dang, that story was intense. The others agreed. You think we're gonna save Aileen someday? Matt asked hopefully. I don't know, maybe, Casey replied. Well, let's just call it a night then, Caleb chimed in. So they did. That's when another piece of paper flew in and landed on Gabby. It said, In every woman there is a queen. Speak to the queen, and she will answer. As Gabby was reading it, she thought to herself, What does this all mean? What does Aileen want with me? She decided to just put it with the other papers and go to sleep. What happens next? Do they find the 4 portal pieces in time? Or will Aileen be lost forever? Read this book to find out. It's available on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Books A Million, on all online bookstores you can think of. And also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Joyce Faith Blevins and on Wattpad as It's Joyce Blevins. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to buy my book. And I bid you guys a good day, night, or whatever the time of day is in the place you live. Bye.